Hi, my name is Delaney, and these are my three audience members. Because, you're alone. So, today I want to talk to you about vaccinating your cattle herds. So, have you or a neighboring farmer ever lost over half of your cattle herd with little to no explanation of why or what happened? Well, today we're going to talk about why that happens or a reason for why that happens. Because there's a lot of different reasons why. But the most common one is because they're not vaccinated. A lot of these vaccines that we use for cattle vaccinate against these older diseases and viruses, and vaccinating against them is very easy and it's very cost effective. Because if they get these diseases and they die from it, it's costly and it's very preventable. So, and I have a lot of experience with this because I am a certified vet assistant and I work with multitude of vets, and we see this quite often in unvaccinated cattle herds where they're not vaccinated, and within a week's time the farmer's already lost half of their cattle because they didn't vaccinate them. They're just dead out of nowhere, and we can't do anything about it until later on. So today I want to talk to you first about the major diseases and viruses that we vaccinate against. Secondly, a protocol and pricing for it. And thirdly, I want to talk to you about the benefits that you get from it, because you get a lot of benefits from it. So first, let's talk about what we're vaccinating for. There's two different categories. There's clostridials, and then there's just like your average viruses and stuff that are in cows. And the clostridials, we worry about them because they don't really have any symptoms until the very end, and once you see the symptoms, within 24 hours they're dead. There's nothing we can do at that point, and you might as well vaccinate it before then. And a lot of times it'll spread throughout your herd. And with your viruses, they are more symptomatic, but this way it kind of keeps them from showing. An example of the clostridial diseases are like blackleg or red water, which are common names that people hear, and they're very old-fashioned. You don't hear about those very often anymore, but they're starting to make a comeback in these unvaccinated herds. And an example of some of the viruses are diarrheal diseases and respiratory diseases in these cattle, and it's very preventable. So now that we've talked about what we're vaccinating against, let's talk about some protocols and pricing, because that's what we really want to know, right? Okay, so in these cows that we're going to vaccinate, in about 6 to 12 months old, we want to vaccinate for clostridials and your viruses. So an example would be using Vision 8, which is for clostridials, all of your clostridials, one shot. And then using maybe Cattle Master, which is all of your viruses, one shot. So 2 shots covers both categories, and you're protecting your herd. Because if you don't, this is what it looks like. And then there's really nothing that you can do about it at that point. It's too late. So might as well go ahead and vaccinate for it. Be done. Don't even have to worry about it. So, like I said, it's like a puppy when you vaccinate these cows. So when they're calves, about 6 to 12 months old, you vaccinate them the first time with both of these shots. And then about 3 to 6 weeks later, you're going to booster it. Just like a puppy, when you get a new puppy, they get their shots, and then you booster it. Same thing. And then after that, once they turn 1 year old, once a year, vaccinating them again. And it's not that hard. It's really not. And it's going to save you money. You're like, well, I'm spending money, but it's going to save you money. It's going to make you money. And these shots in combination, using both of these together, average about $1.50 to about $4 a head when you're vaccinating them, which is, it sounds like it could be a lot if you have a lot of cows, which it can be. But let's talk about your benefits from it. So you can benefit from this by vaccinating your cows and then being considered, well, they're going to be healthier, but they are going to be considered, sorry, I just lost my word here for a second, conditioned cows. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. They're conditioned cows. And that means that they're going to sell for more because they're guaranteed to be clean mostly. And the butchers can get more higher priced cuts off of them. So you're going to make more money, which is a good thing. That's what you want, right? You spend a little bit, you make a lot. So, and then also it's going to make happier cattle. And happier cattle eat more, so they're gaining more weight. You're going to have heavier cattle, which means more money. And then they're going to have healthier calves, which means more money. So either way that you look at it, you're spending maybe $4 a head, but you may be making 20 times that in profit off of it from vaccinating. So it's worth it. So I've talked to you about the things that we're vaccinating against, protocols for it, the pricing, and I've also talked to you about what your benefits are, which is always making money. Who doesn't want to make money? So if you want healthier cattle and you want to make more money in raising your cattle, I would strongly suggest that you start vaccinating. All right, thank you so much for listening, and yeah, thank you.